Welcome to the Lesser Podcast. My name is Garrett Stephens. This song is Someone Great by LCD Sound System. I definitely don't own the rights to it. And we'll cut it. There's a very abrupt and awkward start to the second take of the podcast. I'm doing a second one because the first one was very awkward, so hopefully this one goes a bit better. The idea of this podcast is, first, I don't want to waste anybody's time. I know it's precious, so what I want to do is have a podcast that lasts a very short length, about 5 minutes to 10 minutes, and it's just going to include some thoughts, musings, and ideas that I've had through week to week that couple as an addition to the articles I write. I like writing short articles, mostly on Medium. If you want to see my articles, they're at medium.com/at Garstep, Garstep. So usually it'll be about self-improvement, philosophy, what have you. So jumping into it, today I'm looking into wisdom through correction. And that is basically, if I could write a theme for my past couple of weeks, it's been wisdom through correction. And the reason it's been a theme is because it's been a huge, huge revelation for me. And that's kind of why I've been feeling driven to both write an article about it and explore this new medium in jumping into podcasting. So hopefully this works well, but who knows? The idea of wisdom through correction starts in one place. And that is that in life, we have to look for opportunities to find wisdom. That is paired against, in a sense, the idea that we'd look to gain knowledge, success, money, pleasure, anything else like that. All of that stuff is great, but wisdom is excellent in the fact that it not only allows us to receive all of these beautiful things that come to us in life as blessings, but it also allows us to have a degree of control over how we receive those blessings. And that is a beautiful thing. It allows us to improve ourselves, to improve others, and to feel much more fulfilled in the way we go about life, not just how we enjoy the things of life. The first way to do this, starting out, is to correct ourselves in the obvious situations. The situations like, for example, when I wake up in the morning, if I'm feeling tired, I'm in a bit of a funk, I feel like I can't shake myself out of it. The secret to that is not to shake myself out of it at all. It's to take that as a variety flavor, a piece within the tapestry of life that is just a different form of experience for how I can experience life, knowing full well that it's bad and accepting that it's bad and witnessing it and seeing how I react to it and how I experience that. So I basically want to make sure that I'm really taking a step back from myself, but not running away from the problem and analyzing and getting myself through it. It's a cultivation of strength. It's a great way to train myself to face the things that I don't want to face, and that will lead to some great, great long-term consequences. It will train me to not hide, to not run away from bad things that happen to me, but to face them head on and say, bring it on. Life is a diverse tapestry, and I'd like to see all it can offer. And that would, in my mind, be the first step of that sort of correction, is to look at all experiences in that way, particularly bad experiences, as blessings in themselves, and to analyze just how it's a blessing, how unique it is. The second step following that is actually to correct oneself when success occurs, because as soon as you start to notice that you're doing a great job handling bad situations, you might get a rush of a feeling of success or an inflated ego or some form of happiness at your ability to overcome that negativity. And the problem with that is an ego high that will train you to condition yourself into expecting that you will feel good if you do good. You will feel good as the wiser you get, which is true, but not in that exact way. We shouldn't expect that when we act in the way we're supposed to be and we truly start to ascend, move up in our abilities to handle the aspects of life and control, have a better control of the goings on of life, good or bad, that we will always feel good. It's just not going to happen. That's not how life works at all. So, and we're nearing the 6 minute mark, so I'll make sure I don't continue to ramble. We'll wrap up pretty soon, but basically, returning to the last thought, one of my closest friends has gone through, I'll admit it, a period of wisdom and some had some very interesting thoughts. And so I was telling him, I was like, it was really great. Thank you for teaching me about this. Thank you for offering your thoughts on this. That's really awesome. Now you need to correct yourself, which was just as much me sort of ripping on myself for maybe lapses in my own judgment and noticing things as it was acknowledging his some flaw on his end. The idea isn't that he was making any mistake. He was talking wisely and giving me very good advice. The idea is when you are successful, that in itself is definitely a blessing. And so the idea is you want to take that blessing and take that energy that's coming to you and devote that energy into finding things that you're hiding from yourself. Because if you look for things to correct within your life, you will find them. Trust me, the whole time I've been doing this, I've been finding plenty of things to correct in how I'm handling relationships, how I'm handling anxieties and stress, worries, anger at people, things I need to face when I'm talking to other people, problems I'm running away from. They're all there. And honestly, learning and teaching and conditioning myself to start to look for those in life has been a hugely revolutionary process that I can't advocate for more. It really starts to change my whole outlook on life. So, jumping back in more of a conclusive sense, the idea of wisdom through correction is that not only do you want to train yourself to handle situations properly, but train yourself to accept good and accept bad in proper ways and understand that you have control over how you perceive things in life. And that is hugely revelatory. And if you work on it pretty consistently through corrections and either the good or bad, it will be an awesome, lead to an awesome experience, and you'll see the benefits, I'm sure, just like I have. And we all have plenty to correct within ourselves. So hopefully that's a good path to follow. Anyway, I'll call that done for the first podcast. Check out the article that I'm about to write right now and lead back out with LCD Sound System, Someone Great. If you want to get in contact with me, go through my Medium account or email me. I think my email is listed. I love talking to people and love learning from people. So seriously, if you have any thoughts on this or anything, definitely get in touch with me because I like to hear from people. So thanks for listening.